Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. This is Kat of Catalyst Holistic Life Coaching, and I'm here to do your weekly guidance reading for the first week of 2020, December 30th through January 5th. Yeah, lots of exciting things. I am so excited to be hitting this goal of doing your readings for almost a year now. So thank you so much for everyone who's been supportive, and I hope that this has been helpful for everyone. I'm looking forward to implementing these more in different and unique ways. I'm going to be kind of extending the readings a little bit, just allowing the message to kind of flow instead of trying to condense them down to just 15 minutes. So sometimes they may run a little bit longer. I just want to be able to have the free flow of the message to come through all the way for you guys. And I will be adding them to my new website. So if you want to subscribe to my newsletter or anything like that, feel free to follow there. I'm really excited to have a beautiful site to show all of my stuff. You can also book for any of my sessions online and see all of my blog posts that I'm going to be writing this year, any events that I will be working or putting up for the public. And yeah, just lots of cool stuff to look at. So if you haven't looked already, it's at catalystholistic.arts.com. And catalyst is spelled with a K instead of a C. All right, so this is just a general reading for the collective, and it may or may not resonate with you, and this could also be a timeless reading. So this could be happening for you already or something that is coming up. And I will be also posting this video on my YouTube channel, so if you haven't subscribed already, feel free to do that and you'll be notified every time there's a new video. Okay, so I'm working with a new tarot deck that I got that I really love, which is the Fairy Tarot. And then we'll have our animal guides. We have a couple this week. Crystal energy, some work your light cards. We had a lot of those this week, and then an affirmation offering. So just taking a second to ground into your reading wherever you are, taking a moment to center and be able to take in all the information. And we'll go ahead and jump right in. So the first card we have is the Queen of Summer. Loving, comforting, emotional, and intuitive, also known as the Queen of Cups. Listen to your heart, intuitive insights you can trust, taking care of others, perhaps too much. So this is an energy of someone who is really in touch with their intuitive, like caring side. They're really willing to help others fill their cup. They are kind of this like really motherly energy that is also really insightful. And so this could be your energy. You're feeling much more giving. You're feeling much more connected to that self that is really caring towards yourself and others. You could be feeling more fulfilled. And I also, I've been having a lot of connection with sunflowers lately. And sunflowers have to do with joy and our kind of like our fire, our personal power area. So it's really like happy and expressive. And so I see this as someone who's really just completely at peace with themselves, somebody who has attained what knowledge they want moving forward into this new year. So there could be this sense of peace coming forward for you this week. And moving into our second card, we have the King of Summer, honorable, devoted, mature, and warm-hearted. A romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. So this could be having a lot to do with love this week, because the cups energy has to do with our emotions and fulfillment. So some of you may be meeting that romantic partner that is your equal, that is just balanced with you and is really in touch with their emotions. I'm sorry for the shine. I'm trying to avoid it, but it's hard with this window going on, and I have very little light. It's already getting dark here. So this could be a potential partner coming forward towards you, whether you're masculine or feminine. This is just your equal counterpart kind of coming forward towards you. If this is more your energy, you're starting to also be more active in the world with this this energy that you've tapped into. You're starting to share that with others around you. You're starting to share your heart with other people and start guiding and being closer with those around you. This could be getting in touch with your passions. If this is something you have just recently discovered, something that you really want to delve into in this new year, whether it's creative projects or school or something that's more emotionally fulfilling, you're kind of taking that action step to implement it and take control and lead your life in that way. And I've noticed that shift in a lot of people around me as well, as everyone's kind of moving more into that really fulfilling aspect of their lives. And then for our third card, yeah, lots of water, lots of emotional energy. We have the Six of Summer. Children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. So some of you, if this is romantic, if you have attracted this partner, this could be someone that's coming back from your past, that maybe it didn't work out before because you guys weren't in a very good place. You weren't really in alignment with who you really are. And now that you're kind of getting more in touch with this deeper aspect of yourself, somebody could be coming forward that now, maybe if they are a soulmate or someone like that, now that you're kind of realigning, they're starting to align more with you. And so they're coming back into this. If this is more personally related, this could be really reflecting on, the past year, what's happened over the last little bit, because New Year is really a time of reverence. So you're really looking back on how you really showed up in the world before and how you want to make those changes, how you want to implement more of what's emotionally fulfilling, because if you're looking at these past events and you're wondering about how this could have gone differently, you really are starting to implement how to make those changes. Or for some of you, maybe you've been working through a lot of childhood trauma, childhood patterns that have started to come up over this past year, and now you're looking to do the work of maybe finding a therapist or doing shadow work, different things like that that are actually like getting you healed through these processes so that you can actually move forward and be more connected to this emotionally balanced self. Because maybe this was something that was throwing you off over the last year. You were kind of feeling off kilter, you were being maybe emotionally manipulative, or just really hurtful towards yourself and maybe others, and now you've had this time to reflect of how I want to make things differently. I don't want to keep living my life this way. How can I make these changes to have a true start to this new year? Okay, so moving into our spirit animal for the week, we have the Canary spirit. Sing your own song. There's more of that yellow, like happy energy. So yeah, we're really we have this crown, we have the king energy coming through. We're ready to take on this role of leading our own lives from our true authentic self. Something that we're unafraid to be vulnerable, we're unafraid to show up and command our lives to be in alignment with who we truly are, letting go of these past patterns and being unafraid to lead our lives, to sing our own song, to dance to our own tune. So everyone's really getting in touch with that heart-centered space of expressing our true emotions, how we really feel. And this is going to wind up bringing us closer to more of what we want, more of our passions, more of the people we want to be around, and things like that. Over here. Oh, and then we had a second animal spirit as well. We had the armadillo spirit in protection, setting healthy boundaries. So this can go one of two ways in the protection mode. So armadillo in protection, it's rolled up in a ball and it's got this plate of armor around. So this could be calling you to kind of finally let down those walls. Are you being too overprotective of yourself that you kind of stifle your energy? You don't really come forward and express yourself to your fullest potential? Or are you just kind of rolling over and letting people walk all over you? Are you not setting enough boundaries to be able to stand strong in yourself and have these healthy emotions and not be overstimulated by others? Are you letting others kind of be controlling of who you are? Are you letting them affect you too much and you're starting to kind of lash back out? And so this is all like childhood stuff. This is our boundaries. We all kind of learn that in our childhood, how to have healthy boundaries or how not to have healthy boundaries, especially as empaths, since this is a lot of water energy. I see this specifically talking to empathetic people. It's really hard for us to kind of separate from others because we've taken on so much of that most of our lives. So really paying attention to where you're feeling at this week. Are you having people around who really respect your boundaries, or people who are just breaking them? Or are you just shielding yourself too much from the world and not actually putting yourself out there? Because now is really the time to actually be that authentic self and step forward. So however that resonates for those of you that are watching. And moving into our crystal energy that will be most beneficial to help us this week is the sapphire, spiritual truth. So a lot of the blue energy having to do with the throat chakra. Truth is all about our going into our heart space and also speaking truth. So are you telling the truth of how you really are? Are you expressing yourself truthfully? Are you living truthfully? Especially when it comes to spiritual aspects. Are you living in alignment with your values, or are you kind of stepping down just to kind of be complacent to others? Are you kind of just rolling up and not really living along? But you actually have to start to step forward and sing your own song. It's time to put your foot down about what you stand for and what you don't stand for. And that's really going to start to empower you more into that king energy. It's going to open new pathways of communicating for you. And the more you speak it, the less closed off you will start to feel. You'll start to kind of unfurl yourself from this armadillo energy. You'll start to feel more open in your heart space as well. Okay, so moving into our Work Your Light oracles, we have the first card is Break Your Chain, break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So yeah, if you're reflecting on childhood stuff and there's a lot of trauma, things from your family that have kind of kept you bogged down, or just experiences from growing up, it's time to really separate yourself from that, break that cycle, and start anew. And this is really going to be a big year for healing, and you get to rewrite your future. You get to tell your story how it is now. You are completely free to do that, and you are more emotionally balanced to be able to understand what that really is for you. Our next card is the Soul Family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So this still has to do with the spiritual truth thing and kind of unfurling ourselves from that protection. The more you start to speak your truth, the more you start to call in the people who are really going to support you. So if you're worried about family not supporting you or friends, you don't really want people around that are gonna not let you speak your truth. So you will find those people. Those people are around, and they will just come to you naturally when you start doing the things that you're meant to do. Okay, and then for our next card, we have birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So it's really shifting, especially since we're in a new decade. It's really time to start writing a new history for yourself, a new future for yourself as well, to kind of take that lead in your life and bring those things to fruition, to actually work with the collective to create something new for ourselves, because the change really lies within us. So it's for us to be authentic starts to really shift that energy and change. And I can see that constantly happening around with my friends. Even when I change little things in myself, I start to see the shifts in other people, and you will still find those connections. And so our last card from the Work Your Light is the Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. So you know how these things are shifting for you, and you know you can't ignore that call anymore. You feel that you don't want to be in these lower energies anymore, that you're evolving past that, whatever that may be manifesting for you. And you need to trust in your inner wisdom, whatever gut feelings are coming up. You are connected to your own light source, whatever practice of spirituality you have, you are connected at all times. And so you need to call on your inner power and your light to continue to lead you in an authentic way. And next, for our affirmation that will help us through the week, is to do with creative blocks. If you are an artist of any kind, you can offer all work to the divine, making it the divine's alone. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. So yeah, really tapping into our actual gifts. That definitely has to do with water, energy, the creativity, the things that really come from the depths within. And so we're really starting to implement this to give to others, to heal the planet, to birth this new age of people who are more empathetic, more caring towards others, more connected, more willing to make change happen for the greater good. So to do with, especially if you guys do this more in artistic ways, you are big in expressing yourself through art, like don't stop doing that. If that's what connects you to this, keep doing that. We all hit these blocks at occasions, and that has to do with these childhood traumas or these ideas that we formed over the past from our experiences. So noticing when you hit that block, what is trying to stop you from progressing forward? What is your mind trying to tell you, and how can you work on yourself to move past that? Is this really true, or is this kind of in a lower vibration? Okay, awesome. So lots of stuff going on this week, and I can really feel that on a personal level myself, like and my interactions with other people over like spending New Year's Eve with a lot of people who are shifting in their own directions as well. I'm so excited to see my friends and my circle doing the same thing for themselves, where they're starting to connect more with, okay, these last couple years have really shown me that doing the things I have been doing are not working anymore, and I need to do that personal work to start to make things better. So I'm really excited to see how that all manifests for you. If this really resonated, feel free to reach out to me for a personal reading. And I also am still doing the 2020 reading. So if you want to have an outlook of how the whole year will manifest in the cards for you, I am doing those as well, and that's like an hour-long reading, and we'll get really in-depth with it and also do some creative writing to help you kind of set an intention and consciously move through the year and its experiences. So I think that's all I have for you guys at the moment. yeah, I can't wait to continue to share more with you as I start to grow in what I love, and um, being more connected with all of you and experiencing your change with you and being there to support you. That's like what brings me the biggest joy, is being able to um, see people accomplish things and being there to support them. I really do draw a lot of joy out of it. So, again, thank you all so much. Thank you for a great year. Let's have another one for the roaring 20s, shifting into our new dynamic. Let's keep changing the world. Let's keep making ourselves better. So, thank you all again. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.